And we are live. Greetings, everyone. Good afternoon, good morning, or good evening for some of you, depending on wherever you're tuning in from around the world. My name is Shaina Silva. I am your co-host for the She Builds Digital Townhalls. I am joined by my co-host, Khaled Ped, live from
Hello.
Port-au-Prince.
Hi, China.
And our amazing discussion leaders who are on deck for our discussion today, which will be focusing on manufacturing in Haiti during COVID-19. So, Karel, we're going to be talking about how things are being made in Haiti today. How are they being produced? How they're being distributed? And what safety precautions are being put in place? What are some things that you're already sort of curious about and want to know before we get started?
Oh, yes. Thank you, Shaina, and thanks everyone for watching. I'm really interested because, of course, we have a great panel today, and I really want to know how they keep the business running with social distancing and everything around the COVID situation in Haiti. Especially right now, we're having more cases, and I think that it's gonna be a really good conversation to know how they do it. And also, I really want to know how the manufacturing industry in Haiti is helping, especially making masks or maybe alcohol solutions for the population. How they're helping, how they keep the business running while they're helping in the fight against coronavirus.
Yeah, that's a lot of really deep questions, and all of us are sort of wondering the same thing, like, how is everything happening on the ground? We're curious, we want to know. And for those who are on the ground, what are we supposed to know and how are things actually being managed? So our first speaker today is Mr. Georges Sassine, who has been an expert in this sector for a very long time and who has been the president of the Association of Industries for several years, several decades, I would say. Welcome, Mr. Georges Sassine.
Thank you. Okay, if I may answer.
Yeah, please introduce yourself. Give us a little background about who you are, your business. You've had a textile business for a very long time. And also a little background on the Association of Industries itself, why it exists, and what is it that you all do.
There's a lot of noise. I am Georges Sassine, president of ADI, Association des Industries d'Haïti, who has been in existence since 1980. I have been now president. I am actually on overtime because we should have had our elections in February, but due to circumstances, we could not have held the Assemblée Générale and the elections. So I'm still on as president. ADI has over more than 100 members, 38 of whom are in the export manufacturing of garments, textiles. The rest are manufacturing for the local market: flour, cola, soft drinks, you name it. Today, as you remember, on April 20th, the government shut the export sector down, and we had to argue forcefully, especially that the need for face masks was getting very severe, and no one could order. The one Karel is wearing is an imported one. We don't make those. So on the 30th, we had a couple of factories reopened, and 10 days later, more and more factories reopened. But all those factories that have reopened and now are manufacturing masks, that's not what they were manufacturing. They were manufacturing shirts, pants, you name it. And so they had to kind of switch their production lines, teach their operators, and so on and so forth. But all of them have put in place procedures with the Ministry of...
Monsieur Sassine, pas documentaire, pour qu'on ait ma faute traduction, donc faut pas qu'on quitte. Voilà, et bien rapidement, nous avons avec nous Monsieur Georges Sassine, qui est lui-même dans le business textile, lycée président ADI, qui c'est Association des Industries d'Haïti, une association qui existe dans le pays depuis les années 80, qui gagne plus que 100 membres, gagne pratiquement 38 là-dedans qui dans export, ça veut dire que yo manufacture des bagages pour exporter à l'étranger, et puis reste là et fait business en Haïti, yo fait cola, yo fait l'autre bagages qui est consommé localement. Depuis quelque temps, depuis que le pays a lui-même était fermé, donc en pile compagnie, ça a obligé de transformer business. Monsieur Sassine tout dit que en pile masque qui produit en Haïti, notamment ça que moi-même gagne, c'est importé que importé, et toute l'autre factory est obligé de retransformer business sur la qu'on y a dans produit masque, soit pour consommation locale ou du moins pour distribution directe que le gouvernement lui-même l'a fait. Je pense qu'on va continuer, monsieur Sassine.
Oui, alors in English or in Creole?
English, please.
Okay, the conditions for us to reopen was that we had to manufacture 1 million masks and give them for free to the government. We have done that. It took us a month to do that. And also the government has now started to deliver purchase orders to the factories on the promises that altogether they can manufacture 14 million masks. Because the government says they need 20 million masks, and people like Magalie are picking up the difference, the 6 million. We are doing the 14 million, and they have been giving out purchase orders, and they have been receiving. So far, we have delivered more than 2 million to the government. So altogether, 3 million masks have been manufactured here and delivered. Karel, traduit.
Oui, justement. Donc, BUA, c'était pour que Factory, ça a été fait 1 million de masques pour que le gouvernement te distribué gratuitement. Et c'est ça que vous avez fait dans le mois qui s'est passé. Le gouvernement lui-même a recevoir, il commence à faire et commence à délivrer. Mais BUA, c'est que toute industrie a fait 14 millions de masques sous 20 millions que le gouvernement lui-même l'a souhaité. Et après ça, il y a l'autre monde, comme Magalie, qui va continuer à faire reste 6 millions qui manquent. Mais à date, il y a plus que 3 millions de masques qui produisent et distribués sur le marché.
Okay, now the procedures put in place for the workers in those factories are one, at the entrance, they are tested with that remote thermometer.
Temperature check.
And then next step, they have to wash their hands. They have to stand in line, but at 1.5 meters spaced. Wash their hands, put on their mask, and go inside the factory where they are operating at social distancing.
And is there a certain number of workers that can be in a factory at a time?
It depends on the factory. Some factories, like the ones in Caracol, are 14,000 meters big. So they can have 5,000 people in there, and they all, so it's not a question of the 30%. Some factories, no one can work at 30%, no one. So most of them are at over 70, 75%. And that permits them to keep the social distancing. The problem now is those workers who are not working. So we're trying to find a solution for that. And so far, we have not come up with the adequate answer. But the big thing for us today, since the beginning of this COVID-19 pandemic, was we've heard that the buyers in the United States, as you know, 100% of our exports goes to the States. And when you
100%?
Yes, ma'am.
We don't export anywhere else in the world?
In the garments, I'm talking
in the garment sector.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. You know, the Walmarts, the Hanes,
Wow.
And some of them go to Canada also. We do Lululemon for Canada, but that's also sold in the States. But mostly it's the retailers like Gap, like Kmart, those people who are now filing Chapter 11 or canceling orders. So we immediately saw that for us to survive, we had anyway to switch the production to personal protective equipment.
Yes.
I have to tell you that we already had 4 factories making coveralls, scrubs before, and so they just continued to manufacture those, so they never shut down themselves. But all the others had to switch
to pivot
to making masks. and maybe making body bags and whatever, PPEs. And that's where we're at today. We have invited, it's been a month now when we reopened, reporters to go and visit factories to see for themselves that the procedures are in place and that people are being taught and people are being taken care of. The problem now, outside the factory, Haitians being Haitians, in the taps on the buses, and when they go eat, they take off their masks and
the social behavior hasn't changed yet. So we have protective equipment, it's being produced, it's being distributed, but the social behavior has not changed. So we're still very much at risk.
Exactly, and that is the big problem.
The biggest risk. Kael?
Ok, oui, voilà. Et M. Sassine t'a expliqué procédure qui gagne dans plusieurs factories et que gagne. Premièrement, yo prend température et tout employé depuis que l'arrivée dans porte et rentrer et factoria. Ensuite, yo fait yo camper non ligne avec bien sûr distance 1,50 m pour yo capable non seulement laver main yo, mettre masque et puis ensuite al travail dans des espaces côté que yo distancé. Yo demandé et M. Sassine, est-ce que justement il réduit quantité employée? D'après ce qu'effectivement quantité employée réduit pour que justement il pas pile sous pile, mais il y a des industries tant qu'on n'a pas caracol qui gagne espace qui est capable de prendre jusqu'à 5000 employés qui travaillent en même temps. Majorité et travail qui était fait, c'était exporté aux États-Unis, pratiquement 100%. Il y a bien sûr un petit pourcentage tout qui passe les États-Unis, qui a le Canada, c'est pour gros compagnies, tant que Walmart, Gap et toute l'autre manufacture. Et ils ont réalisé avec Covid là, premièrement, il y a là qui a cancel commande que même ils ont fait, ou du moins réduit considérablement et business que vous avez fait avec l'industrie. Voilà pourquoi pile là-dedans tout, bien obligé de transformer tête dans produit ça les PPE qui c'est protective equipment sur masque et bagaille pour monde qui l'hôpital avec l'autre bagaille que monde capable d'utiliser pour combattre Covid là. Et c'est dans cette situation ça que il est là qu'on y a.
So, Mr. Sassine, that's a very interesting picture that you've painted for us of what it looks like inside of a manufacturing facility in Haiti today, where there's social distancing measures that have been put in place. People have to clean their hands before coming in, put their masks on. How is the communication going out to these workers? Is there a system of communication that happens across all the different manufacturing companies? What does that look like as a collective and as individual companies? Do you have insights on that?
Yes, of course. As you know, all factories have a PA system. And through that PA system, they are being there's somebody talking and explaining over and over and over how to protect themselves, to make them understand that at the end of the day, it is them who have to protect themselves and their families. And that's why it gives me a headache when they go out and they forget everything they've been told. So that's how it's happening inside the factories. They are being told and retold and retold the same story. Wash your hands, do not touch people, do not kiss, do not sit on top of each other, etc., etc. And okay. So that's how it's happening.
And if there is a breakout for any reason, there's a discovery that there might be someone who has a case of COVID in the factory, that information can quickly get out to everybody so that measures are put in place to sort of contain it.
We refrain from that. As you know, in Haiti, when somebody is infected, they are immediately stigmatized, and sometimes, most of the times, their lives are threatened. So when we discover somebody who has fever, the procedure is you send them to MSPP, which is the Ministry of, there is that office, Ministry of Health, and they in turn do the testing. For instance, in Caracol, we had 4 people who had high fever, and the procedure was followed. And 2 days later, we were told that they were not COVID-19 infected, so they came back to work as of last Monday. 2 other people, a couple, same thing, they had the fever and they were taken and found that they were infected, so they were kept at home. Unfortunately, the news spread in the community where they lived, and they had to escape for their lives because mobs came to lynch them. And this is a big problem. So now a lot of people who feel sick do not say they feel sick, especially those who are not working in factories, and they keep on infecting other people. In Jalousie, Pétionville, we know there are more than 200 people. They say, no, it's just a fever, it's nothing, it's not that. So this is the problem.
So people are scared, they're afraid of saying whether or not they're experiencing symptoms of COVID because their lives might be at threat by the community.
Yes.
Karel?
Ouais, justement, et dans la première intervention tout à l'heure, il était fini sur question comportement et moun yo. Et M. Sassine t'a expliqué que il est extrêmement difficile pour que ou sûr que moun yo, là peut-être sorti dans factoria ou bien même les pas dans factoria, obligé à redire encore qui comportement pour yo prendre pour yo capable et combattre et Covid là, ce qui n'est pas définitivement évident, mais il a essayé de faire quand même. Et puis ensuite, se poser des questions sur est-ce que justement qu'on y a, il est beaucoup plus facile pour une nouvelle gagne si on est victime ou pas, ou bien infecté ou pas, et parmi moun ça. Et puis il t'a expliqué tout que dans Caracol, comment ça s'est passé, avec bien sûr, côté que moun yo connaît que il y a 2-3 moun qui sont infectés, et puis ensuite, il est obligé courir quitter zone pour la caillou parce que l'autre gros problème qui gagne tout, c'est que malgré une communication en Haïti, il y a toujours des gens qui étaient quoi que les affaires coronavirus là sont bagaille qui malin, sont bagaille qui vilain, et les gens qui gagnent coronavirus pas arrêter bon côté. Entre parenthèses, je peux ajouter, l'hôpital Bernard-Meuse dernièrement a une difficulté, côté que yo t'a pral Paris pour ouvrir un centre pour traiter les Covid dans le village Solidarité, et moun dans zone là tout carrément campé, yo dit yo pas accepter que il y a un centre pour traiter les Covid qui vient fait dans zone Bolaka, yo nous en pile l'autre exemple comme ça qui fait dans pays et c'est dans ça bien sûr c'est dans l'environnement ça que l'a évolué. N'a fait masse, n'a fait livraison masse, n'a fait toute qualité bagaille pour protéger mon yo, n'a passé message, mais en pile l'autre monde tout qui yo même gagne très mauvais comportement par rapport à tout ça.
So this is a little bit alarming in a way, knowing that we are taking all of the measures possible to produce protective equipment, to make sure our factory workers are safe. But when we go back out into the community, the workers specifically, they're in an environment where people are not behaving in a safe way. They're not taking precautions. So there's a mindset shift that hasn't happened in that regard to sort of contain the spread of COVID-19. What do you think the broader what would it take for the broader population to sort of imbibe this idea that this is a dangerous sort of pandemic that can spread very quickly and to shift their behavior? What do you think it would take, Mr. Sassine? It's a tough question. It's a very tough question.
But the problem is the lack of credibility of the authorities. That is the first problem.
That's a very good point.
The Haitian people have been lied to so many times. Today you can tell them the sky is blue. They will look up to see if it's true.
That's a good point.
That's where the real problem is. They don't believe
in the authority of the leadership.
Exactly.
And the truthfulness. Yeah.
And the stigmatization also of the disease itself compounds the problem in making them afraid to face it. Because, and it is true, they are at risk. If we look at the numbers, people who die from the disease, the percentage as compared to those who have been infected is very low. But they believe that, and it's true, that if you say you have it, you might get killed.
Yeah.
So this is the problem.
Wow.
But Karel wants to translate or?
Ouais, justement, plus gros problème qui est avec tout ça que nous parlé là, c'est une question de crédibilité du côté du gouvernement. Et il y a tellement de monde menti que sous dit au ciel là bleu, il y a vraiment voyagé pour vérifier et peut-être dans l'autre monde est-ce que est bleu vrai. Donc c'est définitivement difficile pour que justement il implémenter autorité, il implémenter et loi ou bien faire des actions pour forcer moun yo peut-être faire des bagarres ou dire moun yo même quoi pour adopter un nouveau comportement par rapport à ça que le gouvernement lui-même lui dit. Et puis l'autre problème encore qui vient faire que vient gon peur qui est installé qui fait qu'on moun pas forcément obligé de dire que il est malade ou bien ça le senti parce que pas connaît comment moun qui dans l'environnement lui-même a réagi.
Now, Mr. Sassine, we got a little bit of a picture of what it looks like today in the wake of COVID-19 and how factories have sort of shifted how they're producing goods from the goods that they were traditionally producing, whether it's garments for Gap or Lululemon, to now having to make personal protective equipment. What does the future of manufacturing in Haiti look like in the next 5 to 10 months down the line, when things sort of get back to a sense of semi-normalcy? How will you attract investors or businesses like Gap who want to produce things? What does that look like for the next couple of months when business is back to sort of business as usual?
Well, we believe that at least the next 18 months, we will still be in this situation where the retailers in the US are not really going to be having the sales volumes that they used to have. And therefore, the danger of order cancellation is real. Actually, it's happening already. So we know that it's either we switch production or we wait for the thing to fall on our heads. And so we know that we have to manufacture those PPEs at least for the next 18 months minimum. And that's what we are trying to do. It's a whole different way of doing things. And also, the US is looking more towards this neighborhood for these kinds of supplies than to China. And that's another positive thing for us, in that if we do this quickly enough and we are online quickly enough, which I believe we will be.
That's a really good point, Mr. Sassine. Just before I turn it over to Karel, that in the future, probably not the very near future, but in the far future, that the United States and countries around this Western Hemisphere will be looking to countries like Haiti for additional manufacturing because of potential trust breakdown that has happened between these countries and China, and just wanting to have proximity in terms of production. So this might actually turn out to be, in the long run, something good for the hemisphere in terms of producing regionally. Yeah, got it?
Yes, justement, M. Sassine dit que pense que nous, enfin, industrie tout au moins, ça dans situation ça pour au moins 18 mois encore. Parce que même si bagay yo calmé aux États-Unis, mais tout retailers que yo deal avec, yo pas capable de retourner avec le même type de business que yo te gagné, yo pas jamais gagner même volume de vente que yo gagné avant. Donc ça veut dire c'est moins common pour yo et tout à fait. Mais l'autre bagay qui est positif là-dedans, c'est parce que à cause de États-Unis qui c'est pratiquement premier client yo, et États-Unis tout qui a cherché l'autre type d'équipement protectif PPE que nous parlons de yo, si Haïti est capable de produire, il y a définitivement un avantage pour Haïti, pour que Haïti lui-même capable de devenir très compétitif par rapport à ça. Et je pense que ça, c'est un bagage qui est extrêmement positif là-dedans. Et ou même, vous avez ajouté que peut-être dans le futur, justement, problème confiance que les États-Unis gagnent avec la Chine, avec proximité que les États-Unis gagnent avec Haïti, Haïti définitivement bien placé pour être capable de tourner et producteur et un client potentiel pour les États-Unis ou bien même l'autre pays dans l'hémisphère là par rapport à demande qu'il a besoin pour équipement pour être capable de combattre le coronavirus ça et vivre normalement.
Absolutely. So I have 2 or 3 more questions left for you, Mr. Sassine, before we shift gears over to Magalie. One of my questions is around preparation for this next wave. Right now, we're in the heart of COVID-19 in Haiti. People are just now grasping what it is, what it means, producing protective equipment for the situation. Is anybody already thinking about the future and preparing for who to target in terms of potential customers, what investors to look at? Is there anyone putting in place the next post-COVID steps or plan or strategy so that people can already have something in the back of their minds that they're thinking about while still addressing the realities of today?
Definitely. We just finished this thinking with the help of some technicians from IFC of the World Bank, which is a policy proposal of post-COVID-19 behavior, manufacturing, etc., etc. How do we switch from where we are to where we think it's going to be, and what should we do? And I will be able to share that document with you at the end of next week if you want.
Brilliant. And this will be available for the public. It can be posted, or I assume it will be posted online through a sort of website or channel?
It will be posted on the RD site, yes. And also, if you want to see what's happening in the factories, you can go to the RD site and see what's happening in the factory.
They're showing pictures, videos.
Yes.
Showing inside. That's brilliant. So we'll definitely be sharing links to the ADI's website so that everyone can have the inside scoop of what's happening inside of the factories real time. That's pretty awesome. Social media always comes into play in times like this and bringing us closer together. So Mr. Sassine, my last question to you is more so around your business, because you are a business owner. You've been an entrepreneur for several years, operating in this sector. What is your personal feeling? So this is more personal to you as a human being, as a Haitian living in Haiti, as a business owner who has to deal with so many challenges. What is your current state of mind? What is your current feeling around what's happening? You, as a leader, I imagine you've had to maintain a lot of optimism to keep things going for yourself. But what is your true sentiment right now? It's a heavy one. To tell you frankly, I have not had time to think about myself. So, because when they shut down all those factories, and knowing of all those other the cancellations, and having done so much to get us back to 58,000 workers, and seeing that we're going to be losing 90% of them, so all my focus power
to make sure that we switch to making PPEs. At least we'll keep, if not most, and even potentially grow in that sector. And that's what I've been focusing on all of my time actually. And actually my own factory, I don't run it anymore. I've rented it out to a Taiwanese guy for some years already. I should have done that 40 years ago, but frankly, all my activity, that study we just finished, talking to the government about what to do and how to do it, and as you know, governments, they see things through a political prism. They don't see things as we do, and you know they are politicians, which is normal. So it takes a lot of, believe me, it's not easy. So that's what I've been focusing on. But I know, experience, my age, that crises like this also offer great opportunities. We missed the huge one in 2010 for the earthquake, and hopefully this time we're trying not to lose the opportunities that are being offered through that crisis.
Yeah, absolutely.
Voilà, et oui, et c'est une question très personnelle que tu as posée, M. Sassine, par rapport à qui sentiment par rapport à tout ça. Et lui-même, il te répond nous que il n'y a pas trop bien de temps pour penser à tête pâle, puisque depuis l'heure que you shut down toute factory, et il pensait que c'est un gros problème, puisque ils font pile effort pour arriver à mettre factory ça à plus que 68 000 employés, et avec et shutdown, il a définitivement perdu 90% d'employés. Ça qui veut dire justement c'est 90% là-dedans qui t'a pas le chômage, qui va être bon pour payer. Et puis, il dit tout que par rapport à Factory parle, les business parle, il pas diriger lui encore, il passe le bail des Taïwanais, mais il plus vraiment chita sous études que le parlé tout à l'heure, que le fait avec IFC. IFC, c'est International Finance Corporation de Banque mondiale, qui au même travaille sous des études et regarder comment ils sont capables de prendre des bonnes décisions post-Covid. Ça veut dire après que la pandémie ça a fini, ou du moins là que le monde est capable de contrôler. Et puis tout lui-même, il est très occupé tout avec le gouvernement, parce qu'il travaille avec le gouvernement pour dire gouvernement tout dans le sens qui ça pour faire, comment pour faire, etc. Et qui ne pas qui facile, puisque le monde qui est dans le gouvernement est très politique et il prend des décisions politiques qui ne pas forcément aller avec la réalité économique ou bien sociale qui gagne dans le pays. Lui-même, il comprend ça parce que bien sûr, ces politiciens, il faut qu'ils fassent politique. Mais par rapport à l'expérience pâle, comme entrepreneur dans le pays, il était quoi que c'est dans les crises comme ça qu'il y a de grandes opportunités. Et je crois que Haïti a raté en pile opportunité en 2010 après le tremblement de terre là, et nous pas de rater l'opportunité que la pandémie ça a apporté pour nous là, qu'on y a dans cette situation.
Absolutely. With every crisis, there's always an opportunity. And we're going to hear a little bit more about that from another entrepreneur who has gone through several waves of the crisis, Magalie Dresse. But in the meantime, Mr. Sassine, thank you so much for your leadership. Thank you so much for everything you've done for the manufacturing sector in Haiti for so many years. You've been at it since the 1990s. You've been putting in place all kinds of policies. Yes, you have a very heavy biography. It's on our page for those of you who are interested in reading more about Mr. Sassine's background, his accomplishments, and everything he's done for the past couple of decades in Haiti. And as a business owner, such a wealth of insight. So we hope that you will be doing more live streams to share your knowledge and giving us a little bit of a preview of what's going on in this sector in Haiti, because a lot of us want to do business in Haiti. A lot of us care a lot about the future of Haiti. And it's so important to have insights on how we should be thinking about things, how we should be operating, things that we should be cautious about, because we don't want to give up on our country for those of us who live abroad. But we also want to make sure that we have the right information to make informed, risky decisions. So thank you. Thank you so much, Mr. Sassine.
Thank you very much. I just want to end by saying something that is very, make you think a lot. Don't forget that over 30% of our revenues come from remittances from the diaspora. And they are the ones losing their jobs. And that's another impetus for us not to lose the jobs we have here. And I will stop there.
That's very true. Very good point.
Ali.
Merci, Monsieur Sassine.
Ok. Monsieur Sassine dit que, et la fini pour dire que majorité dans revenu qui viennent en Haïti et monde qui vivent en Haïti dépendent de diaspora et en pile là de perdu job qu'on y a un peu partout à travers le monde, et principalement aux États-Unis. Donc il est important que nous-mêmes nous kembe job que nous gagnons en Haïti parce que le capable plus mal pour nous c'est de pas faire ça.
Brilliant. Merci beaucoup. And now we're going to switch gears to an entrepreneur who's also in the manufacturing sector, who has been featured on Oprah, who has been featured on several mainstream publications, who's been exporting to a lot of big companies across the United States and even across the world, I believe. And she has gone through several different iterations of political crisis, natural disasters, and just picking up the pieces every time, and sometimes having to start over and sometimes just pushing through and keeping going. Magalie Dresse, welcome to the Digital Townhall.
Thank you so much. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
Sideways.
You're
Well,
sideways.
Thank you so much, Karel, for putting this together. It's an honor for me to be with you here today.
So excited to have you, Magalie. For those of you who are not familiar with Magalie, she's the CEO of Caribbean Craft based in Port-au-Prince, Haiti. Magalie, would love for you to share a little bit about your background. We've shared a little bit of your bio on our page, but just tell us a little bit about your story and how you ended up where you are today.
Oh, well, thank you. I'll try to be very short. Caribbean Craft started in 2006 with a focus of job creation. So since I was a very young kid, I was passionate about handicraft. So I would very early visit artisans, take some pieces, travel abroad with them, show them to my friends, and then connect the artisans. So from, I would say when I was 7 years old, I served as a bridge from the artisan sector to the world. So studied in Haiti, grew up in Haiti for my master's in New York City, then came back to Haiti in 2001, and worked for a while in a company that was prior to ours, doing similar things. And in 2006, decided that it was time for us to shift. It was time for us to stop working with distributors in the United States, but for us to step out to the market and connect Haiti with the real buyers. Because what was happening in that sector, most likely, we were being connected with distributors who were making the margins. So the artisan at the end of the day in Haiti were not the ones taking benefits of the access to market. I don't know if Carol wants me to stop or I can continue.
Yes, we'll have to give Kyle a chance to translate, but also, Magalie, we're seeing you sideways, so we want you to change and shift your camera. There we go. Much better.
All right, this is perfect now. Yeah,
Magalie?
Magalie has a really long bio, so I, I have to take notes. Yes, Magalie Dresse est feature dans ouvrage que Shaina te can you hear the noise from
Yeah, sounds like a party in the background, Kyle.
Yes, I'm sorry about that. Okay, so yeah. So Magalie Dresse, c'est CEO Caribbean Craft. C'est un business que il commence en 2006. L'objectif justement pour le créer job. Mais depuis le tout petit, il était toujours intéressé à bagarre artisanale, craft, etc. Il songeait très bien, il était 7 ans, il était toujours justement connecté avec les gens qui a fait artisanat et n'importe qui le côté que là, il est toujours et prend genre de bail ça collecter et puis bien sûr partager avec famille et puis amis. Il grandit en Haïti, il étudie en Haïti et puis il a fait master en New York et là il tourne dans le pays en 2001, il vient définitivement travailler dans pratiquement le même secteur. Mais après ça, il a réalisé qu'en 2006, c'était un moyen pour lui-même agrandir le business ou bien faire un autre bagage et changer un petit classe, genre que business qu'on fait à l'époque. Parce qu'à l'époque, c'était que moun qui est capable de dire c'est grossiste sur une carrière comme ça, qui était qu'on fait plus cob dans le marché ça, alors que moun qui produit pas de qu'on fait cob vraiment. Et c'est pour ça que lui veut créer Caribbean Craft qui vient changer un petit classe situation ça.
Changing the game. This is how women do it. Just want to put a little plug on there. Haitian women, badass Haitian women. Magalie, Caribbean Craft has been producing some really beautiful paper mache artwork. And I think I see one behind you. Is that one of your Caribbean Craft pieces?
Yes, absolutely. This is part of the new collection that is being featured pretty soon this summer.
Wow. And you have clients from across the United States. I believe Crate & Barrel is one of your clients.
I have to say that we are one of the few companies who have brought some major accounts in Haiti, especially in home decor. We have been working with the Williams Sonoma Group, including West Elm, Pottery Barn, Restoration Hardware, Anthropology, Crate & Barrel, to name a few of them. So I have to say that, again, game changes all the time. And some could be the top buyer for a while, then they change and they become the less important ones. But what we need to understand is that there is a major interest into the sector. And I would say even now more than before.
Absolutely. And those are really big brands that you just mentioned, Crate & Barrel, Anthropology, West Elm. This is not small businesses. This is major multinational brands that you're working with. This is absolutely amazing. I'm going to give Kyle a chance to translate over because we need to make sure this gets the Creole version as well.
Yes. Magalie t'a expliqué, ou même avec lui, tu mentionné, tout pendant que lui-même, il y a un pile gros client aux États-Unis et c'est pas n'importe qui. Et donc, justement, West Elm ou bien Crate & Barrel, qui c'est de gros coquin chain retail aux États-Unis qui ont même dans home décor et que Magalie, c'est une des principales clients gros compagnie ça. Et tout ça, c'est des produits qui fait en Haïti.
En Haïti. Absolutely amazing, Magalie. And so, Khaled, ou bien l'autre bagay ou t'avais dit?
Oui, l'autre bagay que t'avais dit, c'est qu'on t'a posé une question sur papier mâché, puisque papier mâché Magalie est très prisé à l'international. Et dans le là, nous avons une sorte de bœuf à cornes qui ont une chaîne. Et il dit qu'il fait partie de nouvelles collections qui fait paraître.
Yes. So, Magalie, your business has sort of gone through a lot of shocks in the past couple of months alone with the political crisis and now with the pandemic. And you have consistently showed, at least through social media, as we're all following you and being inspired by how you're navigating all of this that's going on. It's been a lot. It's been a lot. Can you share with us, how you're doing, first of all? Because as a business owner, as a woman, as a mother, this is a lot to take in, managing your personal life and your business life and all of the factors that are affecting your overall well-being, but then continuing to push forward. Can you give us a little bit of a picture of how the past couple of months have been for you just holistically?
Wow. Yes, people following me would know that from September till today, we've been through quite a lot. Fire, People were thinking that I would shut down, but I have to say that if you're a Haitian woman and an entrepreneur, you need to have a strong heart. You need to be able to deal with a lot of things that you would never deal with any other place. But how am I doing? I'm doing well because I am constantly looking for new ways to improve what we have. I have to say that the confinement month, now that we reopened, was the month where I took the time to strategize and to understand a lot, business-wise, women-wise, Haitian women-wise, mother-wise, and he gave me the time to do that introspect. Where exactly do I want to be? Not me personally, but where do I want to take this company? And this showed me that major changes has to be made. They have to be made, but we are in the right time frame to get it done because over the years, Caribbean Craft and Magalie Dresse have built a network of people who believes in us. And when I say that, I mean, I'm talking about the artisans of Haiti. They trust me. They believe in me. They know that if I say something, I'll get it done. Same thing with the buyers. So we are right now doing a lot of partnerships because it's time for this company to grow. And I can take it to the next level alone. So pretty much, I encourage you to continue following us because pretty soon you're gonna see that we're gonna be partnering with some groups that are based in the United States because we are thinking bigger. We've started small, but we have a very, very interesting and big project for the Haitian art sector. This is a sector with a big potential, and I believe in it. There's been a lot of hits. I've been targeted for kidnapping. They tried to take my daughters. They set my company on fire. I mean, we went through every single thing, but people ask me all the time, why are you still doing this? The reason why we're still doing this is because we believe in this country. We believe that the people of Haiti do not deserve the leadership that they have. And it's up to people like us to make the shift.
Yes. Woo. That just
Wow.
gave me goosebumps. That deserves a clap.
Yeah, I have to clap.
Powerful.
Oui, Magalie, pour moun qui pas connaît, justement, Magalie, business Magalie, t'es près du feu, ou bien t'es mis du feu là de façon criminelle, justement, dans la période pays loc là. Et then, China t'a demandé comment lui-même, personnellement, comme femme entrepreneur, comme maman, comme haïtienne qui a vu dans le pays, arrivé prendre toute frappe ça, que le frappe politique ou bien frappe que Covid là lui-même porté sur lui. Et puis, comment lui-même lui balançait toute la vie personnelle avec business. Magalie dit que lui en forme depuis septembre justement jusqu'à qu'on y a c'est frappe sous frappe, mais lui kembe l'esprit très haut parce que il dit pour faire business en Haïti, spécialement sur son femme, on doit avoir un grand cœur. Et pour un grand cœur, il faut justement capable de dire et faire face à des bagages qu'on ne peut pas faire face avec dans l'autre circonstance ou bien dans l'autre pays. Donc, qu'on y a ça que le fait, c'est que lui profiter pendant le confinement pour que lui redéfinisse une petite stratégie. Le confinement, c'était un moment pour lui faire une introspection et poser cette question qui côté que lui-même lui envie d'aller avec compagnie. Et pas seulement pour tête pâle, mais tout par rapport à tout secteur que lui-même lui représentait. Et c'est pour ça que lui pense que il y a de gros changements qui sont supposés faire. Et période ça que nous vivons, la période confinement, le monde plus ou moins en ralenti, etc. C'est le meilleur moment pour faire gros changements. Ça. Et au fil des ans, il était bâti un gros réseau et il était justement réseau que le gagnant vient gagner tout, bâti sous confiance avec un pilotisant qui est en Haïti qui croit dans lui par rapport à sérieux et work éthique que lui-même lui gagne. Et ça permet que lui capable très prochainement pour l'annoncer. L'autre partnership encore regarder comment il est capable d'agrandir ça que lui-même l'a fait. Yo essayé de kidnapper petit li, yo boule business li subit en pile menace, mais il était quoi que et même si mon a demandé ça va faire toujours pour qu'ils soient pas allons l'autre côté ou bien font l'autre bagaille, il était quoi que pays a mérité mieux, méritons l'autre leadership, pays a mérité une autre façon de fonctionner et c'est pour ça que là il y a porté petit Pierre parler dans construction pays ça.
Absolutely amazing. And you have some major fans on the live, Magalie, who are following. One person said, fier de connaître et de côtoyer ces deux femmes extraordinaires. Another person is saying, can't wait for your new product line to go live. So you have a lot of people who are following you, who are fans of you, who admire your work and your dedication. So just want to make sure that I let that be known. We're also very curious about how is your current setup with your new manufacturing direction? You've taken on, outside of your papier-mâché interior decor, making PPE, personal protective equipment for the mass population. And you even got behind a campaign. I think you're even leading that campaign with several partners to make sure that people are aware of the COVID situation and how to protect themselves. And you're now making masks. Can you share a little bit about this initiative and what made you get behind this, and who are your partners, and how is it all happening?
Okay, I have to say that since the COVID-19 started, we have seen a lot of people getting together in Haiti and trying to say, how could we work together to make sure that we address this as, or we are all in it together. So I was approached by a group of people. They said, Magalie, we have that idea. We would like to do masks. And of course, I said, let's have a call. Let's talk about it. It was an alliance made with Small Farmers Alliance, the Scout d'Haïti, who are doing an amazing job on the ground. Second Story Goods and Caribbean Craft. We decided, why would we get involved? So I did not shift our production. What I did is we had designed a model. The whole idea was to put machines that are at home at work. So that it will affect two things. It will generate income for that person who's at home, and it will encourage that person to stay at home. Because you can't ask me to stay home and have nothing to feed my kids. So we said, let's put the things that are idle to work. This way we flow money in and we revamp that cottage industry that at the end of the day is gonna have to play a key role in the economy of this country after COVID. So this one thing that I wanna say in parenthèse. So we did not shift our production. We kind of teamed up with a group of people and we mapped a group of machine operators who've been through lots of training, but who have the machine at home and who are not working. So unfortunately, I have to say that we've done the testing of that project, but we were not able to implement it completely because most of the buyers who wanted us to work for them are outside of the United States, and the government had shut the export for this for us. So we can't export to we have one big buyer based in California, wanted 50,000 units per week, and we had a bigger one wanting 500,000 units a week. Wow. So how many machines we would put at work, but unfortunately we can't bypass any of these laws.
We can't deliver.
We're just very patient because we know that this is going to be a demand that's going to remain for a long time, and I strongly believe that this network is going to be put at work very soon.
Nice. Karen?
Yes. Magalie t'a parlé justement de est-ce que les changer et façon que Caribbean Craft ont fonctionné, spécialement dans cause effet masque. Et puis, il a expliqué que les affaires masques la vini parce que l'ité recevoir et on demande des gens qui demandent est-ce que ils sont capables de faire masque. Et notamment Scout d'Haïti et puis Second Story Goods qui ont même été proposé pour garder comment on est capable de collaborer. Et lui-même, ça que lui-même devine penser, c'est que il a réalisé qu'au lieu que lui peut-être recréer peut-être on l'autre façon de fonctionner, mais il connaît des gens qui ont des machines la caillou, qui pas travaillent, machines y a regardé et gens ça capable de produire masque. Donc ça que il fait, il design un modèle et puis il permet que gens ça eux-mêmes yo continuer faire masque la caillou et faire des productions à grande échelle. Parce que non seulement ça vient entrer créer un cob dans l'économie que moun n'a pas fait normalement si l'ité chita la caille comme ça. Et non seulement justement aller avec l'affaire social distancing, rester la caille là, mais moun lui-même il travaille la caille pendant que la travail son série de bagages. Il y a pile de demande pour masque lui-même il a fait mais malheureusement le fait que le gouvernement n'a pas accepté mon exporter, il est extrêmement difficile pour que les produits ça. Mais il était quoi que bagage ça pas là pour longtemps et son demande qui a toujours continué et que après bien sûr que tout problème ça va résoudre que y a capable d'exporter et tout le monde qui t'a produit là on y est capable finalement capable d'exporter masque et peut-être écouler tout quelque là-dedans sur marché local là.
Absolutely amazing. And I just want to add some additional comments that are coming through the live. Joa Nicolo says she also has the go-get attitude. We love Magalie. So fans all around. Magalie, you're an absolute celebrity of sorts, an inspiration for Haitians, and particularly the Haitian women who are following us from all over the world, who absolutely love your resilience and everything you're doing. So thank you. I want to continue the conversation and asking you a little bit more about the future of your business. You touched on the next stage of your strategy and thinking forward and where you want it to go. Are you able to share any little bits of what that strategy is and how you're pivoting Like, what does it take for you to pivot at this stage?
Okay, I'm just gonna start by saying I'm very proud to have two daughters, and I compare my company to my first daughter. She turned age 17 and she came to me and said, Mom, I want to finish my last year of school in the United States because that's where I'm going to go for college. It was time for me to let her go. I was not ready, but it was time. So I'm going to say the same thing about Caribbean Craft. Caribbean Craft was for a long time like my first daughter, but it's time for me to let her go because it's ready to me and I can no longer hold it. So this is to tell you where exactly am I taking this company. There's a shift in the world. People are not buying in stores, but they're buying online. So that means that I would have to understand that sooner or later, my buyers are going to ask me to do some things like called dropship, and I need to be ready for that. And there's another big thing that we're missing. All of my fans, people who are following me, they want to buy directly from me because they want to see my collection. So we're going to see Caribbean Craft having a B2C approach very strongly. You're also going to see we're going to be very, very present in social media, and we're going to be developing content that are gonna blow people's mind away. Wow. People, when they look at you, they say, is this from Haiti? Yes. This is what I want people to say about my country because I am Haitian, I'm proud to be Haitian, and I'm tired of seeing big graffiti all over. So we have a mission to contribute to that image change of my country. And we will do it through high quality goods and by disseminating a very, very well developed and taught content, whether it's for social media or by videos. We're gonna have a lot of videos coming out explaining to the world the lifestyle that we have here, not the ugliness of things that we've been sharing. Exactly what She Builds is doing. You are sharing with the world the positive and what is great about us and what unites us. And this is what this company is going to pretty much be doing in the next years. But one thing that I have to also say is that you're going to tell me, how am I going to get the buyers? There's no trade shows. There's no trade shows. They're all canceled, postponed. We don't know where we're going to get the buyers, and we need to be present in the market. We're going to innovate, and I want you to follow us because we're going to show the world a new way of sharing our products. Not only the Caribbean Craft products, but products of high quality, made in Haiti and ready for export.
Made in Haiti. Changing the game, changing the narrative. Karen, I know you have to translate. I had to take a minute to take all this in. That was like a lot of power, all in like 2 minutes. But take it away, Karen.
Voilà, Magalie dit que elle considéré business c'est comme pour petit li parce que gon le pour petit li justement et fin fait l'école classique et puis bien sûr faut qu'il parti pour aller étudier donc l'obligé quitter le parti pour aller étudier. Li réaliser que business li a changé parce que dans la mesure où le monde a changé dans la façon que le monde acheter en pile monde pas acheter dans store encore il commander online et lui même l'a préparé justement pour garder ouais comment et parce qu'il pensait que compagnie que le compte deal avec eux va permettre que les viennent tourner en compagnie dropshipping côté que c'est lui-même qui ship directement by client et compagnie ça lui-même tout lui réaliser que et il pourra peut-être aller faire on ça les business to consumer marketing ou bien type de façon que la fonctionner côté que c'est lui-même directement qui pourra aller vers les clients et puis quand puis l'autre monde tout qui remet produit et qui t'a remet jeune donc il pourra vers moun sa autour plus focus sur eux. Et puis il prend grand pile présence sur social media non seulement pour faire promotion et business par produit que lui-même il gagne tout mais en façon pour montrer qui ça haïtien a fait de bon même justement chez Bills a fait là qui c'est promotion positivité dans le pays parce que et trop souvent et nous pas vraiment espace pour que nous partager positivité ça et lui-même c'est pas seulement Caribbean Craft que le va le monter il y a une série de contenu que le va créer vidéo et l'autre bagaille qui parle sur social media qui peut montrer bel esprit positif ça de Haïti et changer narrative là j'ai même au dit.
Wonderful. And Magalie, we have additional fans coming in, hashtagging Made in Haiti with the flag. I think it's extremely powerful. I hope you use that hashtag in all the content you're creating because we all feel like we need to change the narrative. Yes, there's a lot of negative things coming out of Haiti, but there's also a lot of positive things happening, and we need to promote that a little bit more. A question for you from Carl Monplaisir. Your business model seems to include a lot of CSR, corporate social responsibility. Can you tell us why this is important to you?
I have to say that we, as Haitian, we have a responsibility. And business around the world are shipping only for profit, but to high impact. We started our company with that mindset already, so it's not new to us. Corporate social responsibility is the reason of our existence. We need to have a very high impact in the society. We want to raise awareness about how do we, through a company, solve a problem. Making a profit is a good thing. We need to make a profit. We need to be sustainable. But what are we solving as a problem?
Yes.
We're serving as a bridge to the world for the less fortunate one. We're serving as a bridge to the world for the ones who don't have a voice, who don't have the means to get to that market. So every single thing that we make at Korean Craft, whether it's the meal program, and I would like to mention that, and thanks to one of our best partners, we resumed on Monday the feeding program that makes no artisan from Korean Craft steps outside to buy a meal. It's a free, complete, balanced meal that is given on site to protect them from COVID-19, to being contaminated, but also to make sure that they're being fed well. Everything that we do, we do it thinking about our number one partner, which is the artisan. If they don't exist, I don't have a company. It's my duty to protect them.
And you know, I'm going to let Karen translate, but this is what we call, just to add on to what Carl Mopizia is asking, human-centered design in business, right? So your business is not just about making profit, creating products, but it really has the human at the center of what you're doing. And I love what you said, Magalie, about social responsibility being part of your DNA. It's not a substitute or an initiative on the side. It is core to why you exist. And I think more and more businesses and even government entities around the world are realizing that sustainability has to be a central part of everything we do if we want to survive on this planet.
I'm going to ask Carol to just give me one more minute, because I want to add to what you just said. Last week, we did something. We facilitated a change from charcoal to clean energy to a lot of our employees, because we believe it's important to do so now. But when they came to deliver, somebody noticed something that for me is totally natural. I was walking by and one of the employees, I said, "It was your birthday 2 days ago. You didn't invite me to the party." And he looked at me and said, "How could you as a owner know that?" And I said, "Because I care." And one thing I need to make sure that people understand now, once and for all, the country situation is where it is because we don't take care of each other. And that every single entrepreneur or company owner has to respect the ones who are working with you, because we are one team. And if they feel a disconnect, you're putting yourself at risk. If they believe in you, they protect you until they die.
That's right.
Wow. All right. Good. Sans pile bagay, pou m'traduire là. Non, mais ma question c'était pour responsabilité.
Elle a pas tremblé tellement pour voir tes.
On va comprendre. Bye, on mélange dans même là. Oui, justement, Magalie t'a parlé de responsabilité compagnie là. Et lui-même dit quoi que qu'on y a gens que le monde y est, on compagnie pas doué only for profit. Ça veut dire faut qu'on fasse gens pour que vous fassiez un impact quand même. Et Caribbean Craft, depuis que tu as commencé, tu es allé dans la même ligne, ça, de façon pour gagner une responsabilité sociale, et puis bien sûr pour que la compagnie résoudre un problème. Ou pas forcément pour résoudre le problème avec produits ou bien services qu'on va offrir, mais quand même avec profit qu'on fait, ou capable de résoudre plusieurs problèmes. Et c'est justement aider les gens qui sont plus faibles, les gens qui n'ont pas de voix, et les gens qui ont besoin et ont aller mieux dans la société. Les mentionner entre parenthèses, par exemple, dans Caribbean Craft, ils ont 1000 programmes, côté que ils baillent employés manger. Premièrement, ça empêche que l'employé a sorti dehors pour aller chercher manger pendant que lui-même il a travaillé pour protéger tête contre Covid là. Mais tous ces trois plats, ces trois repas qui bien balancés, ça veut dire employés non seulement jouer manger, mais ils ont bien mangé. C'est pas manger en pile, mais ils ont bien mangé en façon pour qu'ils soient capables de valeur nutritive, pour qu'ils soient capables de fonctionner. Magalie, tu mentionnais que numéro un partenaire, lui, c'est artiste. Donc, s'il n'a pas pris soin d'artiste, s'il n'a pas développé confiance avec l'artiste, et très souvent, nous connaissons que les gens, ce n'est pas des gens qui vivent et trop bien. Ça veut dire qu'ils ont pile nécessité, et c'est compagnies, justement, qui peuvent aider à changer la situation, genre que la fonctionner avec eux. Et puis, il a mentionné que il a travaillé avec quelques employés pour changer de charbon à clean energy. Et puis, dernièrement, il y a une là-dedans que lui vient, et puis, il dit comme ça, après c'était fait ou pas t'inviter dans fait tout. Et puis employé a sauté parce que il a demandé comment patron fait qu'on c'est anniversaire et comment patron fait intéressé justement anniversaire, et puis il t'a essayé d'expliquer que c'est parce que très souvent, nous pas prendre soin de l'autre dans le pays qui fait nous dans cette situation. Il y a trop hiérarchie, il y a trop distance entre nous-mêmes et comme monde qui vient faire que et très souvent nous pas résoudre et puis ce problème. Il t'a parlé de comment il est nécessaire pour que compagnie ou bien monde en général rester connecté avec monde pour en demain meilleur.
Absolutely, absolutely. Now, Magalie, we're closing down on the hour in our digital town hall, and you've offered so many inspirational nuggets, a really great picture of your business today and where you're going in the future, and just inspiring everybody who's tuning in right now. Do you have any final words or advice or any last pieces of any final nuggets that you want to leave with our followers right now?
Well, I have to say that COVID is an opportunity for us to put ourselves all together around the table and discuss Haiti. We need to have a frank conversation about where do we want to take this country. And that's why I admire you so much with your movement, what you're doing. And I told you the day I met you is you're creating something that has such a momentum. It's gonna trigger some shifts. You're disrupting things. And I am aligned with you because we cannot change certain things, but we can lead the way for people to change. We can shift in such a way that they no longer can exist. This is what I believe in. I don't believe in fights. I believe in strategy. I believe that will change this country.
Yes, yes. And I hope you can translate
word
for word.
Because
no, Khaled.
Vas-y donc, Khaled.
Oh, vraiment? I thought you were kidding, but okay. Bon, Magalie qui dit... Kale, pas faire ça. On connaît créole, moi struggle toujours en petite classe. Et c'est pour ça qu'on là pour aider nous. Faire message non passer bien.
Magalie estime que Covid là, encore une fois, c'est une opportunité. Et il te voulait définitivement féliciter vous-même. Et il te dit depuis le il t'a rencontré ou il t'a dit ça, il t'a réalisé que ça va faire, va déranger l'autre des choses pour une bonne cause ou bien pour aller dans la bonne route là. Et puis il pensait que pour vraiment faire changement, c'est pas forcément vous-même qui fait changement personnellement, but you can lead the way to change. Ça veut dire capable de guider monde vers route changement ou bien vers bon comportement que vous-même capable de prendre pour changement. Et c'est exactement ça qu'on va faire. Et son arrêt que l'école a donné en fait. Compliment Shaina.
Merci Magalie, merci Karel, and for putting me on the spot. We have closed in on the hour for our digital town hall. We had some exceptional discussion leaders sharing insights on the current state of manufacturing in Haiti in the midst of the pandemic. We had Georges Sassine share with us a macro view of the current sector and what's happening in that space and how people are managing and the social distancing that's taking place inside of factories. And then we zoomed in on Magalie, who shared with us as a business owner, how she's been managing the day-to-day and also projecting for the future and the strategies she's putting in place to move her company and the country forward. Any last word, Mr. Georges Sassine, before we close out for today?
Well, you hear me now? Yes.
Yes.
I will just expand on what Magalie said at the end. We never had nation building in Haiti. We are not a nation. In other words, Karel gets hurt, I don't feel anything. I get hurt, you don't feel anything. Whereas that's where a nation should be. That all Haitians have to feel the same things. When one Haitian is hurt, all Haitians have to feel that hurt.
Yeah.
Personally, I've been trying for before you were born. And
how do you know when I was born, Mr. Sassine?
I know your parents, okay?
Okay, side note.
Trying to do the right thing. Unfortunately, it's a long struggle, and I like Magalie, and I'm very happy that Magalie, of course, is much younger, so she's taking over. That she is more successful. And it's people like her who make the difference, and planting seeds. That's what it's all about. And again, I hope that this whole COVID-19 it makes people understand that we are all in the same little boat.
Yes.
And therefore, we have to row together. We have to pull out the water together. We have to do this together. And that's it.
Yes. Yes.
That's it. Bon bagay, Monsieur Sassine fini pour le dire que il y a un problème que nous gagnons, c'est par exemple, nous allons prendre le temps pour nous bâtir en nation. Ne pas fonctionner tant qu'on nation. Parce que si nous fonctionner tant qu'on nation, si Karel est frappé, c'est Sassine qui frappe, c'est Magalie, c'est n'importe qui l'autre monde qui frappe. Et que côté que la peine au monde, t'as pas la peine tout le monde, de façon qu'on y a dans le travail pour que une protège l'autre, pour que nous pas dans peine ça et tout le temps. Et puis il parlait de comment que c'est extrêmement difficile pour do the right thing en Haïti. Son struggle que lié parce que vous tellement de difficultés pour faire une série de bagages et justement le fait que une pas uni à l'autre, c'est extrêmement compliqué. Et puis il dit tout Covid là apprendre nous tout que nous dans même bateau. Donc si nous dans même bateau, faut que nous naviguer ensemble. Et si c'est ramé faut que nous ramer en harmonie pour que nous aller côté que nous-mêmes nous t'aimer aller.
Absolutely, absolutely. And the final comment that I'll just air out here from Milka Miliance is a country with weak government institution requires business leaders to step up. It's an imperative. So thank you, Magalie. Thank you, Georges. And of course, thank you to my co-host, Karel, for this month's Digital Town Hall on manufacturing in Haiti. We're going to take a quick selfie before you all sign out. So just do your little selfie pose and we're going to get jamming. And Mr. Sassine, it makes me smile to see you selfie posing.
Don't forget, back in my day, this meant peace.
This is still peace. This is still peace. All right, thank you guys so much. Have a wonderful rest of your Sunday. And for those of you who are tuning in, you can always rewatch the live stream on our Facebook page. Follow Magalie on her Instagram and Facebook, Caribbean Craft as well. Georges Sassine, Mr. Sassine, are you on Instagram?
Personal, yes.
Yes. Follow Mr. Georges Sassine on Instagram and Adi. The website is www.adi.ht. Adi.ht. We'll post it on our page shortly. Thank you, everyone, and have a good Sunday.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.